Hey everyone, 32 Plus Gamer here. This is my first YouTube video. I really enjoy playing games and I really enjoy watching people play games on YouTube, so I thought I'd give it a go. I'm not taking it too seriously, I just want to have a little bit of fun, see how it goes, so I hope you enjoy it. Today we're playing City Skylines, which is a lot like SimCity and other city building games. It is made by totally different people. It's I think a lot better than the other games. It really works. It has some great features. Yeah, so hopefully have some fun today. In the tools menu, I just wanted to show you it does have a map editor, which is something I'll probably use in the future. And it also has an asset editor, and I know that you can make this content and then share it in the Steam Workshop so other people can use it in their games, which I think is a really good function to have in the game. If you go to the Content Manager, this is where I guess you can add games from the Steam maps, from the Steam Workshop. At the moment, I just have all the standard maps that come with the game, which is fine. In the future, I probably will be downloading some maps to see what other people have made and that sort of thing. We've got save games, we've got assets. Again, you can download assets that people have made on the Steam Workshop. The only problem, I guess, maybe downloading things from other people is they could have viruses and other things. I'm not sure if Steam has a way of stopping that sort of thing, and hopefully they do. But one of the things I really liked about SimCity 4 was that you could download little buildings or the little tiles from the internet and you could use those in your game, and that was great. One of the tiles that I used to like was, it was a cheat and it would give you probably like $2 million income every hour or every day or whatever it was. So you could pretty much build unlimited things in your city. So you could just build a massive city, which was really good. But one of the things in this game is it actually has that built in. So you can go to mods, it has a hard mode and it has an unlimited money mode, which I think is fantastic, and also has unlock all so that you don't have to wait for anything to unlock. So you can just build like all the roads and all the buildings straight away, which I think is a really good feature. These two things, unlimited money and unlock all, is something I'll probably do fairly soon. Yeah, just because I like to build a really big city and just have no limitations on money and that sort of thing. But to begin with, we're probably just going to, start the game normally, have a budget, have a set, amount of money we start off with, and build slowly and get more money and unlock roads and that sort of thing. So let's start. We have some maps here. They do all sound fairly familiar. I'm not sure if other city building games have the same names, like Diamond Coast and Two Rivers and that sort of thing. But I'm just going to start off in Green Plains. It's got some nice rivers and it's fairly flat, which I like. So a little bit of hills here and there, which are quite nice to see. I'm also going to choose left-hand traffic because I'm from Australia. We drive on the left-hand side of the road, so I think that's a really good feature. It's just nice for other countries that don't drive on the right-hand side of the road to have that option. It's got some pretty good resources, I think. Suitable area for building 74%, so of that little tile we can actually build on 74% of it, which I think is pretty good. It's got a fair amount of water, not too much, but enough to get by, I think. So let's start. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the game just for a second, just so we can have a little look around and maybe plan out our city a little bit. So we do start off with this little plot of land. It looks a lot like SimCity 5, and I'll try not to compare, SimCity to this all the time, but it's really hard not to. But the really good thing, well, I guess the thing I didn't like about SimCity is, you could build in this little small area and then you could have like another town way over here. But the good thing about this is you can actually purchase the lot right next door, and then it just turns into one big plot and you can just build a ginormous city. And you can actually build up to 9 plots in a row, so you can just have like a major city, and it's all connected. These little dots disappear and just becomes one humongous plot, which I think is a really good idea, because these little plots are a bit too small. You can play for a couple hours and you'll probably reach the limits of where you can go, but not with this game. You can purchase the one next door, and that's good. We have a little bit of water here, which I think is pretty good. I think the water is running down in this direction, so it starts up here and flows through, which is good because we can probably put our fresh water pipes here, so it gets all the fresh water here, and then dump our sewage down here, so it just flows out there, and it doesn't, you know, contaminate our fresh water or anything like that, and we don't really have to worry about the sewage. We also have a little chirpy thing up here, and he's just going to show us, I guess, like a Twitter feed and tell us what people are talking about in the city and that sort of thing. So here is where, I guess, the traffic enters our little plot. At the moment, it's got one way in, so one way drive up here, and then if you need to go out of the city, drive down here. So what I might do is I might just start off. At the moment, all the other roads are locked, so we can't use anything except for this road. So to unlock a few roads, we just need to, I guess, connect these roads together, or, you know, you could just build out that way if you wanted, but I guess I like to have this so people can, you know, if they exit out the wrong way, they can turn around and go back if they need to. So we've just unlocked a couple of roads. We've got a one-way road here, a two-lane one-way road. So I'm just going to continue this one-way road out. So if we want to go this way, we start here and move out. If we wanted to go this way, we start there and drag the mouse this way. Sorry about my dog barking in the background. Okay, so I'm going to continue the one-way road this way, maybe out to about there. Then this one, we're going to come back. It's on a little bit of an angle. I don't think we can really do much about that, but that's going to work. So there, we have two one-way streets there. Up here, I think I'm going to put in a roundabout just to connect the two roads, and then we can turn them into, I guess, a two-lane, two-way road. So I'm just going to put that there, kind of see that. Hope it's in the middle. I'm going to come down and I'm going to exit out there, and then I'm going to go down to the bulldoze tool, and I'm going to bulldoze this a little bit. I'm then going to go back to our roads and go back to the one way, and I'm going to build this one way in so it connects to the roundabout, and then I will build this one out. I think that works. I think that's looking pretty good. We've got people that will drive in here, they can turn around here if they want to, or they'll drive all the way into the roundabout, they can go around, exit into the various city areas, or they can come around and come back, and then if they change their mind again, they can go around there. So I think it's fairly logical, it's going to work. I don't think there's going to be too much traffic build up. We can always upgrade these roads to these roads later when they unlock, but for now, I think that's all we need. Going forward, I think I'm going to put all the industrial area over here. Just because the industrial area, it contaminates all the land around it, you know, pollutes everywhere, there's a lot of noise pollution, so we really want to keep that well away from our town. Down here I'm just going to probably put a little town here, maybe down to the coast so they have a few views, and then maybe some more little towns here and out there, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, let's start with a little bit of a road going down here. Just on an angle, looks a little more interesting. I think at first I'm going to have fairly straight roads. Eventually though, I'm going to have curved roads and all that, so it will look a little better, but for now I think we're just going to stick with the straight roads. So the one thing I really like about this is it gives you a little bit of a guide. This guide sort of shows you how long a block is, and it's a way to, I guess, utilize your area and not have any little areas that you can't build on. So I'll show you what I mean. Let's go along 2 blocks, and if we make our little blue line in line with the other blue line, put it there, then we can go this way, and we can go up 1 block, make sure they line up, and then go down this way. And you'll see that my little blue line for the residential area next to the road will line up with this one here. So if I put it there and go like that, all this area in the middle here, there's no sort of area you can't build on, which I think is a really good idea. I mean, you can, if you want, leave a gap in between the houses and put some trees in there. Trees act, I guess, to reduce noise pollution. They also increase the wealth of the houses and that sort of thing. So they are a good thing to have. So if you want to leave a gap, you can. I really like this idea. You can sort of see the best place of where to put the road. So with the residential tool, we actually have a couple of brushes. We have this tool, which is like a bucket, like you would find in Photoshop or Paint or something. Then we have a marquee tool, which I think is really cool. You can actually highlight the whole thing, and everything that's highlighted will go residential. You can have, I think this one you can do just like one block at a time, and I think that's big enough for a house or something to build on. It doesn't look too big at the moment, but that's fine. And you have this one where you can just paint. You just paint the area around. At the moment, I really like the bucket tool, something I'm kind of more used to, so I use Photoshop a bit. But yeah, also another thing I'm going to do before I actually unpause the game is I'm going to get power and water, and that's just so people can't complain that there's no power or water. So under power, we can start with a coal power plant if we want to, but I don't know if we can really justify spending the $19,000 up front. I kind of want the money spent elsewhere, so I'm going to build some of these little wind turbines. Now it sort of shows you the best area to put your wind turbines is where it's dark. So at the moment we're getting estimated production 7 megawatts. There's 8 over here. I don't think we're going to get anything better than 8. There's a couple of 8s around. So let's just start off here. Boom, 8. Alright. Now to connect our city we need to put power lines. So this little blue section here that's the area that currently gets power. So we just want to connect that blue area all the way over here. We just put it here. Hopefully once people move in, they will then get their own blue area, and then they will pass on electricity to all the neighbouring people, and eventually we won't need this power line. So now I want to connect the water. So we're going to need a water pumping station, which we'll just put down here. And as I said before, that's so we can get the fresh water that's coming from this direction, flow in here and to the town. So now we can put in some pipes. I think we've got enough money, we've got about $50,000. So I'm just going to probably put water pipes down for the whole town at this stage. Just going to go like this. So the part that's blue means that's getting water. So if I did this, there's a bit of a gap there. So what I might do is I might come back here and start it from here. Just that way so everybody gets water and there's not too much of an overlap. So we'll just go like this and back up. Should be okay for now, and I'll connect it back up. I don't know if that does anything or if it's efficient or not, but it makes a little ding sound and I like that. So I might just put that back up together as well. Don't know if that helps or not, but can't hurt. So now we actually have to power this little site as well. So again, we get our power lines. I'll just hook it up there and bring it down. So I think that's pretty good. Eventually we're going to need some sewage, but for now I think I'm going to press play. I'm going to let people move in, hopefully, if they want to live in our little town. So we've got this as residential, and nobody's moving in yet. I might just speed up the game. Yeah, now we've got people moving in. Good. I think our roads are going to work really well. I'm pretty happy with this little area. We could probably, we might be able to continue those one-way roads up there when we go to the next town or something, because they are pretty good for traffic, I think. One-way roads, making roads bigger and having more lanes, that can actually create more traffic. But having one-way roads is just a really good way to reduce traffic and reduce congestion. And we don't want that because we want ambulances and fire engines and police cars to be able to get their way around easily so that they can help people. Okay, so everyone's complaining about sewage already. So I'll put in a water drain pipe, that's what it's called. And again, as I said before, we'll put it over here so we don't have to worry about all the sewage crap contaminating our water. If we were to swap these two around and we had the sewage up here and the fresh water down here, the sewage would actually contaminate our fresh water, which would not be good. So now we just have to connect these pipes to the other water pipes. So we've got two pipes here, I don't know if you can see if we zoom in. One's for sewage, one's for fresh water, so we just need to connect that to the grid. For some reason, I can't do it. Space already occupied. It's bizarre. Am I doing the right thing? Okay, that works. I don't know what I did then, but yeah. Okay, now it's all connected. Everybody's happy, except that we don't have any power for the sewage, so it's not really working yet. Again, we'll just take some power lines and we'll connect it there. Beautiful. Okay. It's going pretty well. We've got some people that have moved in. Down here we've got our demand, so we don't have much residential demand. We've got a bit of commercial and we've got quite a bit of industry. So I might just build some industry over here. Build it up there. How many blocks? We'll just do like 3 blocks for now, by 1. As I said before, this whole area is going to get contaminated and polluted, and so it's just a really good idea just to keep it completely away from any area where we want to build houses or anything, so people don't get sick and complain. So now we have industrial there. I think that's going to work pretty well. I think even the neighbours might get a bit polluted, and I think when we buy another block we might not buy this one, so we can like completely pollute this whole region here, and we don't need to buy that. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know if there's a way to unpollute an area once it's been polluted, but we'll probably build buy the blocks sort of around here. What I've forgotten to do is put down some power. So again, we'll go back to the power. Power lines. I guess from here. Okay, hopefully that will work. Yep. Okay, and now we just need some water. Put some more pipes in. Just do that for now. That should work fairly well, I think. Don't think anyone has reason to complain just yet. Yeah, they built pretty quickly. Another good thing is you can actually click on buildings. You can see here that I guess industry in general doesn't need educated workers, they only need uneducated workers. Eventually, once we start building like schools, high schools, universities, then we can start building like offices and buildings like that really require educated people. But for now, industry, we don't need any schools or anything like that, so that's good. You can also rename buildings, so if I wanted to call this I don't know, gaming factory, that's good. I don't think I saved that, but anyway, you can. And if you click on people, I don't know if you can see any people yet running around, you can actually click on a person and you can rename them and you can see where they live and you can see where they work, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So they do have like a shortage of workers, so which means we should probably get rid of this thing. We can probably start to get more residential people in, just because there's a high demand of people for work. And you can see here we've got a high demand for residential. So I will build a couple more roads. We might go down this way a little bit. We'll do the same. We'll do 2 blocks. Down there. As I said before, we're going to make this area a little bit grid-like, but we'll do some curvy roads later. I still haven't mastered the curvy roads. They're a little bit different to the other city building games that I've played. We might do a little bit of commercial. I mean, there's a little bit of demand, but not much. So for now, I might just use this tool. Boom, done. Alright, and now we'll do the rest in residential. So that's good. That will probably reduce the commercial demand a bit as these ones get built. I think we're probably going to have a strong residential demand for quite some time as our city grows. Another thing I really like about City Skylines is that they have these different high density residential zone, which is really great for when I guess our city gets to, you know, quite a good size, and we can start getting really high density like apartment blocks and all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be really cool. And also you can get high density commercial zones for big shopping centres and that sort of thing. And also you can get offices, which is something that I don't think I've seen yet in other similar city building games. But that's really good because obviously once, as I said before, once we get educated workers, we'll have a demand for office zones. People can make money and they don't pollute as much as industry. So that's probably a better thing to have than the industry. I can see over here that people are already leaving the industry zone. Buildings are getting abandoned. There's like pretty much zero demand for industry now. I don't know why, maybe because people are working in these places instead of over here. So I'm just going to knock down some of these buildings. So new buildings and I guess come in. It's a bit hard to see which ones are abandoned. I'm getting the right buildings. As you can see, all this purpley pink area, that's all contaminated land. So soon, like all this place around here will pretty much be all purple. Not sure if you can, I guess, fix it. I can't think of the word, but decontaminate it. Yeah, not sure about that. Sorry about my dog barking. Okay, so let's see. Got a very high demand. Let's see, we've got zero demand for industry now. Still a very high demand for residential, so we might just keep building that. I think soon we're going to have to get a rubbish tip and that sort of thing. Probably it will happen once we get to about 500 people and we get into a small hamlet, little town. So then some things will start to unlock then. So again, I'm just going to go around here and put it into a grid. We might go down this way as well. Beautiful. A little bit of commercial demand, but I really want people to move in residential, so we'll just do more residential there. I might just build a little road down here. And maybe just along here. Yeah, I think that's a really nice little area. So we might put a little bit of commercial maybe there. That's quite big. Okay, so I think it's looking pretty good so far. Alright, so I think the city's building pretty well. These guys they're complaining about power. We might not have enough power in the city. We might have to build another wind turbine. Okay, so yep, not enough electricity, so let's do it. Let's make another wind turbine over here. Where's our? Over here. Space already occupied. Just try and see if we can get another 8. The 6, 7. Looks like we're gonna have to just go to 7. Alright. So it's not as efficient as our last one, but that's fine. It should be enough for our little town. Almost to 500 people, which is really good. Building steadily. How's our industrial going? Not enough workers. It's built up again, so all those abandoned buildings got rebuilt. That's a good sign. Okay, so let's make some more residential, I think. I really want to get it up to 500 people. That way we can start building a few more things as things get unlocked. So, oh, that is a little annoying. We might have to bulldoze this one. Then what I might do is build from here. I think that might work. Yeah, that works. There's a little bit of area here where we can't build, but later on, once the trees are unlocked, we might be able to put some trees in there, and it'll work as a nice little buffer, little buffer from the noise pollution. Another thing eventually we'll be able to build is these trees, these rows that have trees on them, and that's another really good way of increasing wealth in the area, and it's also another way to reduce road noise and noise pollution, that sort of thing. But I'm not sure. I guess we have to have quite a few 5,000 population, which will probably take a little while to get to that. So let's just zone this area, but still got a little bit of commercial demand and residential, so we might just put residential down here, and we might do a little bit of commercial along the road here with more more residential behind it. Good. Oh, don't know if I accidentally pressed something there. So it's going pretty well, I think. I mean, it looks okay. Oh, we're fantastic. We've made a little hamlet reach a population of 500, which has unlocked taxes and loans. So we can get a loan now if we get into any, I guess, financial trouble. It's also unlocked these buildings and services, so we can build a school, a medical clinic, and a landfill site, which which is really good. So we have some new buildings to build. I think first thing we'll build is healthcare. So upkeep $400 per week. We're at 700 income a week, so we can afford it. And it'll probably increase value in the area as well, which is really good. It costs 10,000, so we do have enough money to build it. I would prefer to have, I guess, these near the center of town. I might need to bulldoze buildings in order to do it, which it's a little bit sad every time you have to do that. I don't like that. You get some unhappy faces. They don't really like to have their house bulldozed, but at the same time, I kind of want it in the center. I might put it here just in case we expand out that way. But maybe if I put it here, or maybe I could put it there. I guess I could put the services there. I mean, it's still going to service this area pretty efficiently. And we can't expand this way, so it probably makes more sense to put it up here. Alright, let's put it there. Good. Now everybody's happy. Probably go in and have a look at the building. That looks pretty cool. Got some skylights. Disabled parking spot. No one's there at the moment. We don't have that many cars driving around, actually. We really don't have a traffic problem. But at the moment, it's not treating anybody, so we don't have any sick people, which is probably a good thing. People are complaining about rubbish, I think. So we might build a rubbish dump. Again, I think we need to build over here in our little polluted area. And I think the purple around it just means that either it's going to really smell around there or it's going to pollute that whole area. So let's just put it here, put it across the border. People over here can worry about it. It's not really, only half our problem, I guess. We'll put it here. No one will complain about it there, and it makes sense to put it in the industrial area. Garbage has piled up. Okay, so there's a landfill site now. It's working. It's operating normally. So hopefully people won't complain about that. And the good news is that we're still in the green. We're still making money, which is a good thing. These people are still saying garbage is piled up. But I think if we look, these are probably garbage trucks. No? Are the garbage trucks coming out? Yeah, I think these are the garbage trucks. So they're going to go round the roundabout, which is working really well. There's no congestion at all yet. And they're going to come down here and they're going to come around here and they're going to collect all the garbage. Are they garbage cans? I don't even know. I can't even see. Where's that garbage truck? Alright. Alright, he's going to go down here. And hopefully these people on here are going to stop complaining soon that there's no garbage trucks. No? Maybe you skip those people. But yeah. I think it's cute. It'd be a bit better if you could actually see the garbage guy going to each house and picking up the trash, and that'd be nice. But, oh, there we go. Oh, he's doing it. Okay, so now nobody else is complaining about the garbage because it's all getting picked up. That's actually a really good feature. I like that. So, I think, can we build a school yet? Yep, okay, so now we'll just build an elementary school. It's cost 10,000, which we can only just afford. Upkeep's 160. We can afford that, no problem. All right, we really want to build this because we want to get some educated people in. I think I'm going to put it up here again, just so we can, I guess, service a bigger area once we expand. So we'll just put it here. Can't really fit it next to there without stuffing up the road. So we'll put it here. Everybody's happy. I doubt there'd be too many people going to school at the moment. There's 11 students. It can fit up to 300, so that's pretty good. At least we're getting people educated. Maybe the next generation will have a high school or something. So I think it's going pretty well. I mean, our demand for residential has gone down. We've got a reasonable demand for commercial. Might just put it on high now. Get a bit more money. We've completely run out of money, so we are in the green. We're making some money, so yeah, I'll just speed up the game for a little while, let it rest, let us get some more money, and then we can start building again. I think the next little marker will be at 1,000 population. not sure what we become then. We're a little hamlet at the moment. We might be like a small town or something in the next one, I'm not sure. So I'll let it run. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, my first YouTube video. I hope you come back and watch the next one. I really enjoyed doing it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.